Welcome back to Arsenal Fans Forever, the channel for every gunner who lives and breathes the red and white. I am your host, and today we have 3 stories you cannot afford to miss. A confirmed exit. A young defender turning heads across Europe. And the transfer that could change Arsenal's entire season. Stay with us until the end, because that last one is big. Arsenal's Polish centre-back Jakub Kiwior looks set to leave for good this summer, and Juventus are watching very closely. Italian outlet Tuttosport reports that the Serie A giants are monitoring the 26-year-old after his impressive loan spell at Porto, where he has kept 12 clean sheets in just 15 league appearances and helped the club sit top of the Portuguese table. The obligation to buy clause in his loan deal means his exit from Arsenal is already effectively sealed. Porto will pay around £24 million, giving Arsenal a modest profit on the $20 million they paid Spezia back in January 2023. Arsenal also hold a sell-on clause worth roughly €2 million, so if Juventus do sign him later, a small additional fee flows back to North London. Kiwior served Arsenal well across 68 appearances, but with Saliba, Gabriel, and Hincapie all ahead of him in the pecking order, this is a clean and sensible exit. The prediction here is straightforward. Juventus complete the deal in the summer. Porto take the profit. Kiwior gets his Champions League football ahead of the World Cup. And Arsenal move on without losing any sleep. Lewis Hall had the kind of night against Barcelona last Tuesday that changes a career. The 21-year-old Newcastle left-back was outstanding in the 1-1 Champions League draw at St James Park, keeping Lamine Yamal scoreless and creating 5 chances for his side. Many felt Hall was the best player on the pitch, and the scouts in the stands clearly agreed, according to Court Offside. Clubs including Manchester City, Liverpool, Arsenal, RB Leipzig, and Borussia Dortmund are all tracking the defender. Newcastle signed him permanently from Chelsea in July 2024, so any buyer faces a serious negotiation with a club under no pressure to sell. The Arsenal angle, though, is complicated. Hincapie has excelled at left-back. Calafiori remains a key figure when fit. Lewis Skelly is still only 19 and needs minutes, and Zinchenko's contract is up this summer. Honestly, Arsenal do not need Hall right now. The left-back department is already crowded. City and Liverpool have far clearer need for him, and one of them will likely make a move. Hall will almost certainly leave Newcastle this summer. Just probably not for the Emirates. Now for the story that has the entire Arsenal fan base talking. Julian Alvarez could be heading to North London, and this time the links are very, very serious. Spanish outlet Diario Sport reports that Atletico Madrid have blocked any approach from Barcelona on principle, viewing them as a domestic rival. The only realistic exit route for Alvarez is a Premier League move, but Atletico want well over €100 million. Transfer sources now value him at above €120 million, with his contract running until 2030, so why is Arsenal's interest different from every other club's? Because of Andrea Berta. Arsenal's sporting director spent 12 years at Atletico before joining the Gunners. And he has a direct relationship with Alvarez's agent. Mikel Arteta has already spoken to Alvarez by telephone. A face-to-face meeting is now scheduled during the upcoming international break. That is not a rumour. That is a club in genuine pursuit. Alvarez has scored 8 La Liga goals and added 5 Champions League goals this season. He is a World Cup winner, a Champions League winner, and at 26, he is entering his absolute peak. With Victor Gyökeres delivering only 10 Premier League goals in 28 appearances this season, Arsenal need someone who plays between the lines, presses with intelligence, and wins games in tight moments. Alvarez is exactly that player. The caveat is cost and squad logistics. But when the Berta connection is real, the manager has made personal contact, and the player is reportedly open to the move. This is not just transfer noise. This could genuinely happen. And if it does, Arsenal will have signed the most complete forward available in world football this summer. That is all 3 stories for today on Arsenal Fans Forever. If the Alvarez deal comes off, this channel will be the first place you hear about it. Hit subscribe so you never miss an update, and drop your reaction in the comments below. Are the Gunners finally about to spend like title winners? We will find out soon enough. See you in the next one.